So I wanted to be part of the instrumental change of this culture. Educating people about what we can currently do can only go so far. We need to go back to the start of the loop. We need to go back to the industrial feedstocks that we use. And hemp offers massive possibilities.
Well, hi, I'm Dave Jordan with a company here in New Zealand called Sativa Corporation, and this is our third year of growing industrial hemp under licence with the Ministry of Health.
Kia ora, my name's Paul Peterson, I live in Raglan, and I work for Extreme Waste, which is a community recycling organisation governed under the principles of zero waste to landfill, which means we don't want to throw away our valuable resources into a big hole in the ground. So far we have successfully managed to divert 76% of our community's solid waste from landfill. I go to hui's, I go to meetings, regional meetings on construction and demolition waste, and they all say it's too hard to manage this waste stream. And I thought to myself, well, it's quite simply a matter of garbage in, garbage out. If we start with industrial feedstocks, if we start with materials that are toxic, we're going to end up with toxic waste that has no home, no use, and it ends up in a hole in the ground. And in New Zealand, we put 2,000 busloads of resources into the ground every day. And sustainability may have been an option 10 years ago. Now we need to go beyond sustainability into regeneration. But with the speed of communication and the basic eco-literacy that people have now, we understand the issues, we understand the concepts, and it's been long enough to see that they're not going away, that the situation is in fact getting worse. And unless we drive change, change isn't going to happen. So the Waikato Hemp project is about sowing the seeds of change.
Yeah, the last 2 years we've planted seed by hand with just a small seeder that you push along, and it just drops out the seed into the ground, and away we went. We did two 1 acre areas in the last 2 years. This year we decided to use a cross-lot no tillage machine, in which case we didn't plough the ground. It buries the seed at the perfect depth into the ground, and what it does is it cuts the soil. As you can see here, you can see the soil's just been cut, and on one side of a bulb actually goes underneath here and is pushed along and sliced by the slicer, and then the bulb follows through, and it drops the seed down on one side and the fertilizer down on the other side, and then the wheels behind the cross lot close it up again, so you've got actually a closed system there.
The summer's full of thunder, the kids running.
So one of the main benefits of using this non-inverted system of sowing the seed, where you don't have to till the soil. Tilling it is where you turn it over and you expose the soil carbon to the sun, and what happens is that carbon oxidizes and it evaporates into carbon dioxide, and more carbon dioxide has entered our atmosphere through agriculture than through all of the cars on the LA freeway.
Signs come down, what's gonna happen to our little town?
The 10.5 hectares that we've planted, if we get 10 tonne of seed out of that, we're doing extremely well. If we get 5 tonne of seed out of that, I'll be pretty happy. And you know, the way it's looking, there's no reason why we shouldn't. And we should get anything from 100 to 200 tonne. I know that's quite variable, but then it's a complete unknown for us as well. We know what the plant's capable of. The plant's capable of 20 tonne of biomass per hectare and a tonne of seed. So whatever we get, you know, even if it was half that, would be great.
I don't have to read the news or hear it on the radio. see it in the face of everyone I know. The reason we're here is the farms around. So what's gonna happen to our little town?